You better watch out, and don't you be hanging around. I will dig a great big hole in the ground. Hey Glenn, how you doing? Sorry, I kind of had like, just thinking about the Muppet Show theme song. I'm sure you're going, dude, what the hell, man? I know, dude, but I'm a 70s era kid, so like I saw the original movie in the movie theater. Like I can remember it like it was yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, obviously, but still. Yes, how are you? Good evening. SFH, how are you? Good to see you. I appreciate the high layer. Makes me think that you and I go way back. Hey, Jaden. Yes, I do. Cause it's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll, yeah. Got it, baby? You best believe it that. What? Nothing. How long did it take me to learn how to play guitar? Probably like, to play decently, like 2 to 3 years. You know, but you have to understand, like, that's putting in practice time anywhere between like 2 to 5 hours a day during that time period. Because when you're a kid, you know, and you're just, you know, kind of living in the burbs in Chicago, you kind of got time when you're not playing sports or screwing off with your friends or going to school. So I could take the time to learn. But like any minute that I wasn't like spending time outside of the house doing something, I was pretty much either doing homework or practicing the guitar. And 9 times out of 10, I was probably practicing the guitar over doing my homework. Don't tell my parents. Too late. No. Oh, thanks, Glenn. I don't think so, but just average, man. Johnny Go? You mean Johnny Be Good? A little bit? Yeah, I don't play it exactly like good old Chuck, because that to me is like Chuck Berry's fingerprints, man. It can't be duplicated, right? That's why I think playing other people's music is like, I mean, other people do it, and they do it well, some of them. But I still think like, okay, well, it's just at the end of the day, it's somebody else playing somebody else's music. Where does that lead you? You know, I don't know. Hopefully, you splinter off into an opportunity of originality of some way, shape, or form. And you go that way, because really at the end of the day, I think all of us just want to be our own artist. I do. I don't want to be somebody else. I like being Larry Soulcactus. Hey Anthony, how you doing? South Carolina, huh? I'm gonna have one of your hometown boys on the show next week. I'm gonna have Trey Duncan on the show as a guest for a conversation about, you know, all things guitars and gigs and that stuff. Similar to what we do with all the other guests, you know, Guitar Guy ATX and David Sabatos, and I'll continue to bring more guests on that I can get a hold of that want to come on the show. More friends of mine from my past and present. But I'm going to have Trey Duncan on, I think, next Thursday. So stay tuned for that announcement. And he's amazing. He's a guitar playing singer, songwriter. He's fucking brilliant. What other instruments do I play? Skin flute, bass, I look like that's funny, dude. What's up, Alec, man? How are you? Good to see you here. Excellent. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys, Trey is really just one of a kind. Think of like a younger Chris Stapleton. He's going to blow you guys away. Cool. Well, we need somebody to play washboard. BLS? What's BLS? Southern Cut? I should play some Chuck Berry, dude. I already did, man. I think you're a day late and a dollar short on that one. I already played it. Okay, so if you're new to the stream, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We appreciate that kind of thing here. It's 5:15, so all is fine. I am Larry Soulcactus. Welcome to my Tuesday evening stream. Zach Wild? Yes, I will agree with you wholeheartedly. He is an amazing guitar player. Sounds good. Thanks, man. Okay. It's not a request hotline. If you like the content, please send a tip. It's a sticker and super chat. It's the icon with the $sign on it, people. If you asked to have something played and I played it for you, it'd be nice if you were reciprocal with the return on that. Because if I asked somebody to play something for me, I'd give them $1 out in public. Because they don't have to. Just like my stream is not about me taking your requests. It's about helping out other musicians that are having a hard time in other areas of their life. That's what the streams are about. Yeah, I have a slide, man. I have a swamp frog. What you got? Thanks, our yuck. Okay, well then, you know, you got your one. Sit, kick back and listen. 41 years. But I have severe carpal tunnel syndrome, so sometimes my hands will do things that I don't want them to do, or like they'll go off time, and I can fucking hear it clear as day. I don't need to watch the playback. Like, I can hear it as it's happening. I'm like, fuck. I'm only like that because I'm really time sensitive in terms of my playing, and when I'm in a band situation, in the past, generally my metronome is so good, my inner metronome as far as keeping time goes, I would be a nightmare for drummers, because if they couldn't keep time, I'd be like, dude, you're not keeping time. You're everywhere but where it needs to be, which is on the one. But as as I've gotten older and more mature, I'm kind of more laid back about things. Whatever, it's like if you're just playing in a band in your local scene, who gives a fuck? Who the fuck's gonna see it? Nobody. You want to know why? Because in the great scheme of things, our universe is about the size of a pinhead. So how big does that make you feel right about now? You don't fucking matter. That's what I'm getting at. In the great scheme of things, we all, take it down a notch. That's all I'm saying. Like, know your reality. It's very important, okay? If you're just playing in your local scene or whatever and you're trying to make it cool, but realistically speaking, you're just a dude playing in your local scene trying to make it. That's it. Like, right now, I'm just a dude on his YouTube channel streaming live in his man cave. I'd like to go out and play gigs, but my hands won't, play for 3 consecutive hours. It's too long of a period of time for me to play. I could probably handle, 2 sets and be okay, but the third is just too much. So, for me, as a guy who makes his money playing all-nighters, 3 sets, I can't do it. So it's hard. So I'm doing this and teaching private lessons. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hey, creator, what's up? Thanks, Thumpaholic. Thank you, 88. I'm just going to call you 88. Because I'm having a problem pronouncing it. I want to say Strazzy, something or other. Anyways, look, the bottom line is there's no reason to get twisted about anything. Just think about your reality. Look at where you are. Look at what you're playing. Look at where you're playing at. And just kind of come to grips with it. I did that a lot in Virginia. And I played with a lot of guys who, oh my God, I was surprised their fucking head could fit through the fucking door with their egos. I played with this one guy who felt the need to spout off his resume every time we got together and, practice or whatever, or played. I mean, it was fucking nauseating, man, to be honest with you. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Do you hear yourself? Because you are ridiculous. When you play with guys that feel the need to spout off their resume, and when I say resume, I mean how many gigs they've played, where they've played, what they, dude, you're playing with people you're playing with a group of people in a room where everybody's played gigs. Who the fuck cares? Seriously, is that really the thing that we need to concern ourselves with? I don't think so. Got bigger fish to fry, man. evening, Mr. Hunt. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. Blow it out your asshole. Wait, that's the mission? No. Okay. Hey Shane, how are you? Oh man, that was cool. Gabe and his woman, how are you? Good to see you guys. How you been? How was your Thanksgiving, guys? Was it good? Oh yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome. God damn it, sorry. Oh, you guys are too sweet. Thank you. That's very nice. What do you want to hear? I was just playing a song that I've never released. Like I recorded a demo for it and just it was one of the songs that sort of kind of got left on the cutting room floor for the Meeting You record or CD. I always say record because I grew up with records. Like I basically like pulled like about, I don't know, 15 or 16 songs, and I left off, there were 3 that I left off, out of the 15. One was this blues song called Mistreated and Used. It was like a slower kind of blues song that went like. Sometimes I feel mistreated and used. Sometimes I feel mistreated and used. It would have been so fucking out of left field to include this song. I would have had to check myself in for reasons of insanity had I put this track on that record because it so didn't belong. The other two songs were Came In After Sunrise, and I left that off purposely because it just really didn't fit. It was like it didn't fit, and I left it off purposely because I knew that if Meeting You went anywhere and it blew up or whatever happened with it, I wanted to hold like a bubblegum pop type song back because, you know, if your shit blows up, they want you to follow it up really quick. So it's always good to have what you think is a hit, upbeat kind of poppy tune. So you can go, yeah, I got something for you. Boom. And that way you can secure yourself another hit on the follow up, and then you're not a one hit wonder. The other song that was held back was this one, which was a full out rocker. Arizona, partner. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, where the cacti grow tall and the tumbleweed roll on. Giddy up. Thank you, Arthur Morgan. Good to have you here, man. I want to play you in the next movie I do or series. Oh, your cousin played for the D-backs. All right. That's cool, man. My uncle's friends with Dave Stewart. I'm sure you know who that is then. Go on the record that had After Sunrise on it. It would probably be the lead off track because it's just, as you can hear, it's full tilt kind of rock. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I know, Jeffrey. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the joke. Because I got told 500 times a day that I look like him. That's the joke, man. Thanks, Cab. I don't know Peter Green's Albatross. Um, hey, Craig Thomas, why'd you retract all your messages, dude? I believe that Jeffrey Dean Morgan will probably get his wish, provided that Rockstar wants to come to the table and play ball. Hi, how are you? I'm from Arizona in the United States. How are you? I'm not, actually. I'm an EC kind of guy. Sorry to burst that bubble. Guys, if you want to hear something, send a sticker. Alright? That's a tip. It's not an all request hotline. Exactly. Paul's got it. Sorry, it's been a little bit. I haven't practiced that in a while. Who's my favorite guitarist? It's like a two-way tie between Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page. Well, not right now, I mean, but everybody sees something different. That's what most people see, man. If I had my hair slicked back, you might think something different, man. Cool. Thanks, Charlotte. How are you? And just to be clear, I don't think that I look like him. I think I look like me. Thank you. Very little. Probably want a fucking cracker. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate that. No, that's great. Anything and everything helps. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, I can. Can you play it, though? That is the question, good sir. Ha ha! Man, what's wrong with this guy? You're welcome, my friend. Do you want to hear something special? I'm just going to call you Nige for short, like Nigel. Because I'm not pronouncing it the other way, dude. Hey, Stone, good to see ya. All right, well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Cool, Nige. I'm glad I can inspire. I like that. Packers 8. I like that. 38 Special was a great band, dude. I saw them in '87. They were fucking amazing. Thanks, Packers 8. Beats me, man. Hopefully it doesn't piss anybody off, though. You wish they made good music today? Dude, there is some good music being made today, man. That's a cool one. I always liked this one. If you lose your money, great kind of fool in mind. And if you lose your woman, please don't fuck with mine. All right, Skater, what's happening? Yes, I like Prince. It's all fun and games until the elevator breaks us down. Let's go crazy. Dude, can I just tell you, my junior high days were spent at, like, weekends were going to various bar and bat mitzvahs and the DJ spinning Purple Rain. Like, one of my friends got that. He won it at one of the bar or bat mitzvahs we went to. That was like a big deal to win a record. at the party. Childhood. Good old fucking Wilmette, Illinois. Thank you, Stone. No, I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, man. Dude, do you know what I like cultural diversity like I grew up in is? Like, it's Chicago, dude. There was like a mixture of everybody. I mean, what do you want to know? If I go to synagogue with Mel Brooks? No. He lives in fucking Beverly Hills and I live in Scottsdale. That's impossible. Is it hard to repair a guitar string? Generally, you just buy a guitar string, man. If you need one, it costs $1. It probably costs $1.50 now with inflation. But generally, like, there's a guitar store will keep like a box that are just full of just single strings, and you just be like, I need a 9, I need a 32, I need a 46, or I need a 13, I need a 16, I need whatever. Generally, it's there, and you just buy it. No. I work for Mel Brooks. Blazing Saddles, man. Young Frankenstein. Spaceballs. Robin Hood. Men in Tights. Even though I don't really like that movie. High Anxiety. Ringing any bells? May the Schwartz be with you. No, don't make a fuss. Just please, plain yogurt. Yogurt, the all-powerful. Yogurt, the wise. Ay. Mel Gibson? Yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude. Exactly. You take the blonde, I'll take the one in the typing. Yeah. Well, well. Funny you should bring that up. I knew what you meant, Stone. I knew what you meant. Young Frankenstein has some great scenes in there. And whose brain did we put in the monster? Abby something. Abby something. Abby Normal. Abby Normal. Are you telling me that you let me put an abnormal brain inside of a 7-foot gorilla? I think he says like 7 foot, 300-pound gorilla. That's fucking hysterical either way. Put the candle back. Gus Bane. He was my boyfriend! Cloris Leachman's pretty funny in that movie, too. Oh, man. Any Mel Brooks film from the 70s should be watched. I mean, I can't exactly quote Blazing Saddles on here for obvious reasons. Oh, don't listen, don't pay any attention to that, Alky. That's about all I can say. Well, they told me it was Igor. Well, they were wrong. It's Igor. Frederick. Dr. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Smells like teen spirit, please. What are you going to do for me? Your sub. I want your soul. And I want them now. Say when. Well, you answered. Very good on you. I was talking about Doc Holliday to my pistol instructor when I was at my lesson earlier this afternoon. And I said to him, I asked him, I said, seriously, I said, do you think Wyatt Earp feared Doc Holliday? I mean, they were friends, right? They were good friends. And he said to me, he was just like, fuck yeah, I think Doc Holliday feared the shit out of, Wyatt Earp feared the shit out of Doc Holliday. Excuse me. And he's just like, he knew exactly how deadly his friend was, and he would not want to be on the other side of that barrel. Yeah, Stone, totally. It's too bad that like the production of that movie was so troubled. Could you imagine if like it actually had a just a smooth shoot? It could have been such a much better movie. Especially if they would have cut out all the like love garbage between Kurt Russell's character and oh, I can't think of her name. What was that actress's name? Delaney? Am I thinking about that right? Not the chick who played his wife, but the chick who was like tied to the stage actors. She was an actress, I think. Well, dude, Stone, you saw Kyle Reese. What's his name? Michael Biehn. In real life, like, he learned how to do that. That was all him. When they filmed him doing all the twirling stuff, the first time he meets Doc Holliday in the bar, he did all that. That was not like a cut, like they cut and a stunt double came on set. Like, he did for real. And he said he like, there was a take before that he messed up, but that one they got. Pretty amazing. I mean, I'm like watching. Anybody see the Magnificent Seven redo movie with Denzel Washington and the rest of them? There's some pretty amazing gunplay in that. There's one of the characters, the guy who plays the Mexican. Um, he plays the Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix now. He does some sick fucking gunplay in this movie. If you watch his hands, it's almost like Tamora Morrison from playing Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones with the trolling and shit. I'm like, okay, Tamora Morrison must have spent some time learning some gunplay, because you just can't like. I draw from a holster, and I'm not sitting there twirling. I mean, like you'd have to be a fucking idiot to do that, but I don't really get it how people did that or do it and don't shoot themselves. Basically, they don't shoot themselves. That's impressive. I would shoot myself for sure. It would be over. It would be over so fast. Like I couldn't even say 1, 2, 3 before the accident was over. And that's why I don't do shit like that. But getting back to the conversation of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, yeah, my instructor was just like, yes, Wyatt Earp was definitely a little scared of his friend. And he said to me, he goes, you know, guys that are in the medical profession field have the steadiest hands, and boy, oh boy, can they be really fast and accurate because their hands are so steady. And that was the thing. Doc Holliday was a dentist, and business, you know, dried up for him, and he went into gambling because that's how he was making a living. I actually went to Alaska, I think before COVID broke, and I was at the Red Dog Saloon, and I saw Wyatt Earp's pistols above the bar. Hey, Script Kitties, how are you? Good to see you. Tell your mother and dad I said hello. Yeah, that's true, Stone. I don't know. I'm a big advocate of gun safety, or firearm safety. It was funny when I was leaving my lesson. One of the range masters said to me, he's like, "Dude, did you see the new Glock?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I saw Honest Outlaw review it and give it a lot of shit." He's just like, "Yeah, but I can't help it. I'm a total Glock fan." I'm like, "That's on you, dude. Learn some self-control, man." He's like, "Aren't you a Glock guy? I thought you were." I'm like, "No, I'm a Smith & Wesson guy and a Canik guy." He's like, "Oh." Actually did well today. Hey, Stone, they say like revolvers are making a huge comeback. I don't know. I mean, I don't have one personally, but I've toyed with the idea. I just don't I don't really know if I see the purpose in it for me, other than like having kind of like it would be a ranged toy for me. I don't don't know if I'd ever carry like a snub nose or something like that. I just don't know. I would feel more secure with 10 as opposed to 6. Not that I can't get it off or take care of the matter in 3, because I believe that I could, but I think I'd feel better about having something that was compact or subcompact. That was 9 semi-auto. I mean, I know I wouldn't have to worry about it with the revolver, but I don't know. It just seemed big and bulky to me. I don't know. All right, Script Kitties, be cool. Thank you very much. Rock on. Be good. Song for the Dead. I don't know Song for the Dead. Well, I mean, thanks, Script Kitties. I mean, like, think about it. If you're at a lesson and you're like, you only got six shots, and then you got like a speed reloader, so you're good for 12 shots, but then you have to reload again, and you have to keep doing that. So that takes time. I mean, if you were in a real serious gunfight, God forbid, do you really want to be concerned with if you have to reload after 6 or not? Wouldn't you feel more secure if you had 10 to 18? I would. I would also be, or feel more secure knowing that I had a firearm that wasn't going to jam on me either. Hey, Lenny, how you doing? Good to see you. I mean, look, everybody's different, right? What works for you may not work for me, vice versa. Same thing with guitar equipment. Same thing with all facets of life. Yeah, where are you at with it? How far along are you, my friend? Are you... There we go. Sorry, some asshole called and decided to leave a fucking message, so that's what the disruption was. Never fucking fails. I ought to just call him back and fucking yell at him and be like, you know what you fucking did, you motherfucker? Now I got a fucking text. Well, now it's back, man. No, it's not. It's mine. I'm actually having Cox come out tomorrow and take a look at my internet. There's a problem with it. It seems that the internet seems to have a connection problem going upstream for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what the fuck that means. So they have to come out and check it out tomorrow. And that might put off the noontime stream. I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. And I apologize for the disruption. Nice. 4 more songs and then mixing and mastering. All right, I like it. And then a release in 2026. When? Thanks, Stone. I don't think we have too many newbies in here right now, though. Yeah, man, you can check it out. It's all good. Hang on. That's it. Yeah, there's a picture of it on the community board. If you go on the homepage of Larry Soulcactus YouTube homepage, if you go to the community section, you can see photos of my gear. So that's the best way to look at it. There's a nice full color shot. Oh, okay, so it'll be released a few days after Valentine's Day. That's very nice. All right. Good on you, Lenny. Hey, Dragon Master, how you doing, man? Well, I hope they get done by that time for you. I know, you never know, right? Sometimes shit happens, I guess. I never put a date on finishing whenever. I just had like, these were the dates that were booked for the studio. We had this to record, and then this day for mixing and mastering. So it was like, I think I did a total of like maybe, I don't know, 5 days, 4 or 5 days in the recording studio. I did 1 day with my drummer, and then I did 1 day with my bass player. And then once they were gone, I did the rest by myself with the engineer. And then I think those were like 2 days. So that was 4 days, and on the 5th day we mixed and mastered the entire thing. And it took me, I don't know, I think about 28 hours total. I did Meeting You, the entire album, from start to finish with mixing and mastering included. It's pretty impressive. That's really being on top of your shit and budgeting your time and your money. Hey, Morgan, how are you? Hey, Giorgio, how are you? You miss Alex Harvey? I have no idea who that is. Okay. I know who Steve Harvey is. I'm not really that big of a fan. Yeah, I'm tired. All right. Let me tell you where I can be found. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, Giorgio. Let's see. Contact. If you're looking for guitar instruction, you can email me. Or something else that you want to talk to me about. If you wanted to do a collaboration or whatever, just email me. Soulcactus19@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you of course may. It's free to do. I'm at Larry Soulcactus over there. And if you want to get my music, I'm at patreon.com. Why the hell did that? Patreon.com/Larry Soulcactus. I have 16 tracks up there. I keep saying I'm going to add more just as soon as I get some time, but it's really difficult when I'm kind of like cutting content all day long for you guys. So please support the shorts when I put them out. A lot of you do, so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. And again, thank you to Gabeson and Gabe and his woman for their sticker tonight. And Nigel, thank you. I appreciate you, bub. Thank you for your sticker. You guys rock. I really appreciate that. Okay, so again, with tomorrow, we're going to play it by ear for the noonday stream because I got Cox coming out here to work on the cable, the internet, I should say. So that may push the stream back a little bit. So I'll let you know, guys. Thank you very much for everything this evening. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the ones around you. Hang loose. Love you guys. Thank you for all being in my dream, all right? Have a good night. Peace out. Be cool. Bye-bye.